Today on the channel, we are going to be doing a review for MCO to Disney. So MCO to Disney is a luxury transportation company that will take you from MCO Airport to Walt Disney World. Also within their company, if you are needing transportation to your cruise lines, they can transport you there to your port. So to rent your vehicle when you are going to Walt Disney World, you're going to go to MCO to Disney. You're going to then scroll down and you're going to check the rates. They do offer a free cancellation policy if you do happen to need to cancel. They also offer one way to MCO to Disney or on the way back from Disney. You can go either way. We just went ahead and did the round trip. That way everything was included. So I'm going to show you that they have multiple types of vehicle that they can offer. It all depends on how many people you are traveling with as well as your luggage. Don't forget when you are booking this, don't forget about how many pieces of luggage that you are planning to take. Go ahead and factor that in. The price of your vehicle will depend on how many people are coming with you, the type of vehicle that you will need to get your family to and from Walt Disney World. The largest is a 14-passenger van, but they also do have disability vans, wheelchair accessible vans as well, and I think that is absolutely wonderful that they do offer this. So I'm going to walk you through the process of renting your vehicle for your Walt Disney World trip. This is just a made-up scenario. If I was going with my family, it would just be a family of 4, so I'd rent just the sedan, the cheaper version, and then it would be us 4. You make sure to put your passengers in there, and then for your suitcases, make sure to put in how many you are planning to take, so 2 suitcases, and then our arrival date, some random date that I will choose. Now, something to note is when you are booking your rental, you do need to know your arrival time, your arrival airline, as well as your flight number. So make sure to have that on hand before you sit down to book your rental. Now, another great thing for MCO to Disney is that they do optional grocery stops. You do not have to do it if you do not want to, but there are specific places in Orlando that they will stop for 25 minutes, or you can do a courtesy pickup at Target. That is a courtesy one, so that is great, and that's the option I personally would choose just to save a little bit more money. Or you can have your groceries delivered to your resort, which is what we typically do. You're then going to go ahead and choose your resort that you will be staying at for your vacation. You will then go ahead and choose your resort date to head home and the suggested pickup time for them to pick you up at your resort. So make sure you know your flight times for heading home and you do some calculations about what time you really do need to be picked up, as well as your return pickup location. This is important, especially if you are planning to do a split stay. You will then need to know the airline so that they can drop you off at the specific place. And then if you need car seats, they have a great selection of car seats, and then you can review your booking and purchase from there. So the pricing for MCO to Disney does depend on the type of vehicle that you will need to get you to Walt Disney World. So I will let you know that this is round trip, and starting off it is $220 to get the sedan. It holds 4 passengers, 3 suitcases, and 2 carry-ons. So that is the starting price. So if you need a larger vehicle for your larger party, as you add passengers and you need a larger vehicle, the price will increase. So if you have up to 14 people, they do have a 14-passenger van, holds up to 16 suitcases, and round trip it is $380. And then if you need an accessible van, they do have an 8-passenger van that is $400 round trip, and then a 12-passenger van, and that is $500 round trip. So I have to be honest with you guys, I did not pay full price for MCO to Disney. We used a discount code from Ashley at Pixie Dusted Mom, and that way we were able to get a discount on our ride, and it was very nice to save some money. But I will let you guys know that if you are not following MCO to Disney on Instagram, make sure to follow them. They run discount codes pretty frequently, and you can stack their discount codes on top of one another. So I wasn't able to this time, but you can take like Ashley's discount code or anyone else's that has an influencer that has a discount code. You can stack it on top of the MCO to Disney discount code and save even more money, which we love that around here. So the day that I booked our van on our trip, I immediately got a confirmation number of our reservation of what type of van and how much it holds for suitcases, so that was great. But the day that we were leaving out and heading to Disney, I got a text message from them. Make sure to put your phone number in when you are booking your reservation so you can get this, that they have their driver's name. They sent me his name and they gave me his contact information for when we arrive, and then they did let us know that they were watching our flights. So once we arrived at MCO to Disney, I turned on my phone and I already had a text message from our driver. He just wanted to let us know that he was there and waiting on us, and just to go ahead, get our luggage, and then call him. And then once we got our luggage and called him, he met up with us where the luggage carousel was at and helped us with our luggage to the van. So once we got to the van, you guys, it was a luxury van, and you are paying for private luxury transportation. And MCO to Disney did a fabulous job. Our vans, both of them, to and from, were clean. The car seats also, my mama heart was happy, were clean, and I really appreciated that, and they were safe. They were installed properly. I was really happy about that. I will let you guys know that my little guy was in a booster and my little girl was in a car seat. Now, every child is different with their heights, but they do have car seats, or at least the two that we used, had the button that you just pull up and down, so it's easily able to adjust to my little girl. So you will have to adjust that just because every child is different. But we felt very safe. I was highly impressed with the car seats. It was overall an excellent experience, and the fact of how clean it was nice. And you know, when you go get in transportation, you kind of get a little picky, you know, at least I do. And so props to MCO to Disney. They have taken an excellent job, and it's gonna be hard if I have to take any other type of transportation because MCO to Disney was that good. So our ride to Walt Disney World, we were so excited, you guys. It was, you know, a bunch of girls anyways in a van. We were having the time of our lives going to Walt Disney World.
3, 2, 1.
Our driver did have on some Disney music, so we all were enjoying that, having fun, and we had the sillies and the giggles, and our driver just joined in on the fun, and it just made it a little more magical. So I can't remember our driver's name, but goodness be, it was a great experience. So another huge perk for MCO to Disney is it is private transportation. So you are not stopping at other hotels to drop off other guests. You are being transported directly to your resort, and the driver helps you with your luggage. And yes, us ladies could handle it. We got this. But our driver insisted. He was like, no, I got the luggage. You stay there and I'll bring it to you all. So that was amazing, a great experience. Now, a huge tip, make sure to bring cash with you to tip your MCO to Disney driver. They work hard. They help unload your luggage and load it back up. They do a great job, and their services were great, so make sure to tip them. They will appreciate it. Heading home, the worst part of leaving Walt Disney World. So sad. So on Thursday, we received an email that our Friday flights had been bumped up an hour. So I knew I had to contact MCO to Disney, and that was a great experience. They immediately was like, absolutely, that's perfectly fine. We'll have a driver there at the time you need to get to your airport. It's perfectly fine. So I thought that was great and stress-free. We've had other transportation and other companies that we needed to bump up for picking up like our strollers or things, They weren't as kind as MCO to Disney, so thank you, MCO to Disney, for making that so easy, and were very kind and very sweet. So on Friday morning when we woke up, I woke up to a text message from MCO to Disney letting us know our driver's name and the arrival time. A little bit later, I got a text message from our driver letting us know when he would be coming and letting us know where he was going to be parking so he can load us up. So that was great. Same thing as before when we were arriving to Disney. He helped us load up our luggage. The van was spotless and it was clean and it was absolutely beautiful. It was a great experience. Car seats were clean. I can't go on and on. It's just absolutely, it was a great experience for transportation. So if you are going to Walt Disney World and you are wanting a private transportation company, we highly recommend MCO to Disney. We had a great experience to and from on our last trip, and we will be using them again. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, liked and subscribed. We greatly appreciate you joining our community. We hope you guys are having a blessed day, and we'll see you real soon.